Hello and welcome to episode 170 of Comics with Stevey D. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Yeah. There we go. I'm riding on top of a sea creature like the Loch Ness Monster. That's AI generated stuff. It's a toy like a video game. I like to draw. My real passion is drawing. And I drew a couple of today. And one is Merlin. And I really like his face and his lamp. Wish I made his hat a little bigger, but it's kind of cool. And I've been working on putting wrinkles in the clothes and just taking along on my little journey of artistic development. And then I drew a second one. My buddy Adam, I asked him, well, what would you like me to draw? He always says Dr. Doom. He likes Dr. Doom. So I drew a Dr. Doom. I'm going to share this with my Instagram friends tomorrow. And I use a silver Sharpie on the armor. Kind of cool. All right, that's the art. And you ever see those collectors that collect the little miniature action figures, and they got pegboards in their comic cave, and they got all the little figures in the box like a store? You walk up, you go in their house, hey, how much for this one? Well, I got one on sale, and after Christmas sale, this was reduced a couple of times, but I got this for $5. So collectors that would put it on the pegboard don't know me. So I'm gonna kind of pop this open, trying to keep the bag. Yeah, I saved Superman's face. That's pretty cool. All right, now there's two figures for the price of one in here. That's just junk. Get rid of that. Oh no, it's not two figures. It's an accessory to his costume. All right, and there's Superman. Look at that guy. He's got his cape. He articulates pretty good. You can move him around a lot. There's that famous pose with, well, I'll do it with this arm. It looks better that way. And he shoot up and away. It's Superman, and he comes in for the landing on Lois's balcony. Hey, honey, what's up? And then it also came with this other thing to change him. I guess into a robotic. I don't know what this thing does. It's half of a guy. We'll see. It probably fits over the other Superman. He's got the blue cape. And he's number 4. Looks like a robot, a villain. I gotta read the box to see how it works, but that ain't how I play with toys. And you know, when my grandsons come, they're little, you know, they'll see this. I say, can I have that? I go, no, that's mine. No, I said, take it home with you. Take it home with you. So I got a couple of toys. All right, this is gonna be a fun show. All right, now, I found this one book, Marvel Masterpieces, and what it is, I've shown it before. It's a beautiful, beautiful artwork on Iron Man, but it's all, I think they're from the Marvel trading cards, Marvel Masterpieces collection, and look at, there's the Scorpion. Look at the Scorpion. You know, lots of cool artwork to look at. And they might have been, and there's the Vulture. I'm showing the villains. I showed the good guys last time. There's a Vulture. Let me look for another villain. Oh, there's a pretty good Black Widow. She was a bad guy at first, and then she switched over. Her and Hawkeye gave Iron Man the blues way early in Tales of Suspense. Oh, there's a bad guy. I'll finish up with him. Look at that. Well, good thing he doesn't have the Infinity Gauntlet on, or we'd all be in trouble. Okay, so that's a cool book. All right, now, my friend Mike of Casino Comics, we did a trade a long time ago for a show, maybe last year, and I traded for this early Avengers book. I can't remember what I traded. It's number 63 from 1969, and it's Gene Colan. But what I really like about it is the spaceship in it. I want to show the spaceship to everybody. There's the splash page, and that's the Black Panther's aircraft, you know. Probably is transorbital. It can go in the atmosphere and then out of the atmosphere, but there's a really good shot of it right here. Look at that. Man, that is a cool drawing of a spaceship. Look at all them sleek, curved jets, weapons, you name it. It's all in there. So that's from 1969. Gene Colan. He drew that ship very well. Okay, now I haven't done a Captain America thing in a while, so I'm going to focus on Cap after this book here. All right. Now, this is a reprint of Captain America 100, the big premiere issue. And this was my placeholder until last year when I finally got the book. But I got this for less than $15, so it was a terrific placeholder of the original. And here is the original, Captain America 100. And that's volume 1 from 1968. That's a pretty cool cover. All right. Now, the next book, I'm going to brag on Johnny's comic stuff, because he took my Captain America 111. This thing was in a brownish condition, much browner than this one. See, this has got that browning in it compared to after. See how the book looks after he cleaned it with a light box. I'm thinking about sending this to him. I'll see if he's up for it. But he did a terrific job on this. And this image here, Steranko, it was in the 1,000 comic books. All ads. It's a very iconic image. Okay? Now, I went through the early Cap books, put my knife away, and there we go. And I was just picking out covers, but before I got into them, this is Marvel Masterworks Captain America Volume 3, and it's issues 101 through 113. Hardbound. Really cool. Everything's beautiful. And complete stories. You don't have the ad pages, so they could fit. Look at the art. Isn't that a great picture? So I wanted to show that. That's a good way to get those early books more reasonable than purchasing them one at a time, you know. Okay, now I went through and I got like 5 or 6 books left to go. Okay, the Scorpion. I love this cover, man. Look at that. He's taking it on the shield. That shield has been pounded by the Hulk. It's been pounded by the Super Skrull. The Red Skull. You name it. Everybody's been beaten on that shield, but it's lasted pretty well, you know. All right, now here's a cool one. It's a MODOK cover, and Bull, the Power of Bulldozer. He's a villain. And then MODOK is riding on his flying little chair, with his little tiny feet. He always reminds me of like a little doll or something, except for like, look at the stuff shooting out his head. And Cap, put your shield up. You're going to need it. The Falcon's in there too. And there's a bunch of, looks like protesters. And that's 133. Now, the next one is super iconic comic book. I picked it out. To Stalk the Spider-Man. Look at that cover. That is a cool, cool cover. It's like Attack of the 50-foot or 100-foot woman. Well, this is like, it has that feel to it. Like he's big, like Godzilla or Galactus, All right. Now, I picked this one because it has 3 pretty good heroes on it. Captain America, 171. It's a 20 center now. And this is when I was a kid, 7th, 8th grade, 1974, 73, 75, right in there, when this kind of stuff was coming out. So I probably had this in my childhood collection, which I sold away, but that's a story for another day. But look at that art. You got the Falcon, you got the Black Panther, and Captain America. Look at the intensity on all their faces. That's pretty cool. All right, now this one is a character Cap got tired of being Captain America for, and this is a transformation cover. You see how he's Captain America right here, and he's fed up with the government and all that stuff, and he's changing into Nomad. And so this is a key issue. It's 180. Okay. And then here's a reboot. I want to take it out of the bag. Check the year. Oops, Spider-Man's on the back. 2000. And see who did the cover on here. Joe Sinek and Ron Frenz were artists on this. And look at that. There's Captain America and Bucky Barnes before he was the Winter Soldier. And that's a pretty cool cover. Look at how, just look at the details they put into everything. And that's a trope you see all the time. Comic book characters busting through newspapers or busting through road signs or stuff like that, crashing through billboards, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty common theme you see in comic books. Okay, now just completed that Ray Gun Rachel show a couple of weeks back and had a tremendously good time with SideQuest Comics. Hosted it on his Scribbler show with Rich Big Nasty and Nate of Hollyad was in there, and Adam of Up and Adam, and myself. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. There's Adam, there's Eric, there's Rich, there's myself and Nate. And then we had Brittany send something in, and Travis of Comics Limited was on the show. And they're sending me their versions of Ray Gun Rachel. And I have a gallery up here where I'm going to put them. And you can see that this is an Adam up when he did the Stevey, Tales of Stevie D featuring the Power of Iron Man, and it's the Tales of Suspense cover. And he did such a great job. Look at, he's got a trumpet in his hand. I don't know if you're seeing it, but it's really cool. And then he did this comical cover. I said, I want, could you draw Captain America and Iron Man in space with a voluptuous woman? That was what I asked him to do. And he drew this. Galactus. Well, we call it something else. You can figure it out. And he's got Stan Lee over here, and it says, face front, true believers, cap and shell head, face the gigantic Gonzolgas of the Globe Eater. Enough said.